Bob Kramer, co-founder of NIC, the National Investment Center for Seniors Housing and Care, and now serve as a strategic advisor to the organization. In addition, I'm founder and fellow at Nexus Insights. Nexus Insights is a think tank advancing the well-being of older adults through innovative models of housing, community, and healthcare. We're a diverse group of thought leaders and stakeholders in aging and healthcare. Our goal is to affect change by sharing innovation across traditional silos, convening leaders from differing perspectives in what we call our cross-functional salons, and bringing positive, life-affirming new ideas into the public domain. What makes Nexus Insights unique are four things and the way in which they're combined, where any just one or two of these things by themselves would honestly not be unique at all. What are those four things? Being visionary, being innovative, being practical, and being strategic. By visionary, what I mean is casting a positive, life-affirming vision for older adults and for the whole role of aging in everyone's lives. Our focus is really reframing aging, defining it as a time of thriving rather than just surviving. Secondly, our approach at Nexus Insights is also to be innovative. What do I mean by that? Well, it really comes from the very name Nexus Insights. It's finding the intersection, the nexus point between differing perspectives, differing sectors, differing industries. And it's bringing those together to drive innovation, and particularly to drive what Clay Christensen calls disruptive innovation, a whole different way of thinking about the customer, their needs, their wants, and how to meet them. The third characteristic is being practical. What I mean is not just saying ideally, wouldn't it be nice if, but saying how do we get there? How do we make this a reality? Realizing the compromises, realizing the integration of thinking and approach that's going to be needed. And so we're about actually getting something done, not just doing research on wouldn't this be nice if aging services were like this. The fourth point in our approach is being strategic. And being strategic means being strategic about the very topics you take on. It means strategic in your words, in your communication, and how you're pulling different stakeholders together. It means thinking about academic research sector, public policy sector, the startup and the world of venture capital and private capital. And how do you bring all these different things together? And it's being strategic. But most importantly is, lots of organizations are visionary, or they focus on innovation, or they really try to be practical and action-oriented, or they're really keyed on strategic. For Nexus Insights, it's about doing all four of these things in an integrated way. If you want, it's the nexus point of these four characteristics that will both make us unique and in the long term, enable us to have an impact as we reframe aging. People often ask me, why did you start Nexus Insights now? My response is the timing is the right timing because of four factors. First is COVID-19. And what's significant about COVID is that it first of all, revealed for all to see how broken our system of both healthcare and long-term care is. Secondly, it showed, in essence, the ageism implicit in our society and our structures, how we devalue the lives of older adults. So with that, I think it accelerated some changes that really are bringing to the end, I think, of what I would call the second generation of product of aging services in seniors housing and care. The second driver to me is the arrival of a new customer. And this new customer, unlike their parents who experienced what I call accidental longevity, where they were just grateful to have survived and lived that long, this group of older adults, they, informed by what they saw with their parents, which they didn't like, are determined to have purposeful longevity, where they're determined to thrive, not just survive. And that then leads to the third reason of driver of the now, and that is the longevity difference. What we're seeing now is that we have social norms, social insurance system, expectations around retirement and aging, where people are expected to retire and die in their 60s and 70s, but many are living much longer. And this longevity difference means that instead of people wanting an end stage place and a way to think about sort of end stage living, they want next stage. They want, as my friend Joe Coughlin likes to say, what am I going to do with my next 8,000 days? And so they're determined to thrive, and they want purposeful longevity. And another way of putting it is, they don't want to just add years to their life. They want to put life into their years. The last dynamic or driver right now is a whole reframing of how we think about health and healthcare. The moving from a sick care system to a well care system that's predictive, that's participatory, and that's preventive. And whereas the whole area of aging services, quite frankly, and senior housing and care had no role in the old sick care system, other than just simply sending a lot of customers who cost a lot of money, in a well care system that's preventative, that's participatory, that's predictive. The whole area of seniors housing and care is enormously important in terms of not only reducing healthcare costs, but producing better lives, enabling people that not only have wellness, but also well-being. And so I'm realizing how that if they're going to thrive, it's that sense of purpose and connection, and it's providing community and housing and healthcare that's all built around that notion of growth and opportunity as I age, not my deficits and my decline. Those four factors, I think, make the timing now of Nexus Insights and what we're doing with this cross-functional, bringing differing perspectives together, finding that intersection, those nexus points of ideas and of innovation. Absolutely the right timing as we launch what's a whole new generation of how we think about aging, of how we think about retirement, and how we experience and live those years. What makes Nexus Insights truly unique? It's the diversity of our fellows. It's bringing together differing perspectives, differing backgrounds, folks with expertise in academic research in aging issues, folks with expertise in government policy, with private sector startups, with running operating businesses serving older adults. And it's the diversity of perspectives together with a common passion that drives the disruptive thinking within Nexus.